Okay, so we had kind of an exciting week on the server. We went to the end. I died and lost half of my stuff. We slayed the Ender Dragon. And I have a shiny new Elytra, as do all of us here on the server. Ow.
Nice landing.
It's okay, my face broke my fall. Now, I feel like doing some redstone. Nipples! Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be building a tree farm that I found the concept for it on Ilmango's channel, but I don't think he released a tutorial, so I kind of had to figure out how to build it myself. Not too sure. Anybody else see that horse on my tower there? Anyway, I'm going to pop into my testing world real quick, and I'm going to lay out a design for it, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm here in my testing world, and I'm getting ready to lay out a template for the tree farm that I'm getting ready to build on the server. I want to build it in the testing world first so that I can see if the blast chamber that I designed is going to blow up in my face the first time I do it. I think I'm going to make a little control room off to the side where I manually disperse the TNT because I don't trust myself to build one that's automated. Alright, so I've already placed the pistons in the sides here, and I'm creating a groove down the middle so that I can put some hoppers there so that a water stream can flow over all of this and catch the saplings and apples and anything that might drop from the trees. So the first little piece of the puzzle here is to make a monostable circuit, sorry I can't speak, and make it to where this piston zero ticks and pushes the redstone block into that redstone line there. Then you just run it through with repeaters on the block of the bottom of these pistons. And when I hit this button over here, it should raise all those, yes, it raises all those dirt blocks up. And the trees are going to be sitting on these blocks when they're up in their up state. Now, when the flying machine gets engaged, the idea is for all of those blocks to drop out of the way. And then the flying machines will just push the logs into the blast chamber when I build it down here. So I have the first part of the flying machine built up here. It's relatively simple to make. It's just a few observers, a few sticky pistons, and this is actually going to be pushing another row of slime blocks that's going to have some more pistons on it, pushing a couple other machines that are designed to push the trees. But just wanted to test this part out real quick, and I should just have to place a dirt block right here. Yes, and you see when it takes off, all of the dirt blocks drop out of the way. It's so satisfying to watch flying machines at work. Absolutely love these things. Best thing ever in Minecraft. I just have to say, I love the rain in Minecraft. Ugh. Ew, sunlight. Okay, so after doing some testing, this is the design for the machine that I came up with. I'll have a button hooked up to activate a piston in front of this, but for right now, I'm going to place a glass block in front of it. Let's see if this works. Please work. Yes. Yes, it works. It didn't break. Challenge is to see if it works on the way back, though. Wait, what? Technical difficulties. I've finally got this thing back at the original station. I'm gonna test it just one more time to make sure it makes it all the way down to the end with no problems before I continue with this farm. It's almost there. And it should come to a rest right here. Okay, and then for right now, I just have a button and piston in place on the end here, but when I hit this button right here, yes, yes. Okay, so the trees are chugging along into the blast chamber. That did not work as intended. Houston, we have a problem. So apparently I forgot to put one redstone torch here and it broke this whole thing. Hey, what do you know? It works. It didn't break this time. I'm happy now. Okay, so I've got a little control room mocked up here. Just ran a redstone line down here and put a piston with an iron block to activate this whole thing. Testing it with birch because birch always grows up to the 5 high limit when you put the glass on top of it here. And that'll give me a good test with a full load of trees to see if I need to adjust anything or completely redesign my blast chamber, because let's be honest, it doesn't look too great. Don't think I've got my TNT at the right level. Let's hit it one more time. See if it gets rid of the excess. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redesign this a little bit. So after a few design modifications, I've finally come up with this system here. I've got the engine on this flying machine that is going to push this bar here that has a few pushers on the end of it, that in turn pushes these two large machines here that will push the trees into this conveyor system down here. And then once the flying machine has started on its way back, I have an automated system in place, even though I said I wasn't going to do this because I don't trust myself to do it, that will drop the TNT after the flying machine leaves the station. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit this button up here and we're gonna see if this works together. Okay, the flying machine started. That's a good sign. Pushing the trees down. And if you're wondering why the leaves are disappearing so much, it's because I have my tick rate set really high so that I don't have to keep using bone meal on the trees in the testing world. So it's pushing them into the station. And then once the flying machine leaves, yes, it dispenses a TNT. And it looks like I missed a couple. That may just be a design flaw I have to live with, because let's face it, I'm not good at building blast chambers. Okay, so after a few redesigns, I am back on the server, and I now need to tear down this whole thing and rebuild it. So I'm gonna clear this out real quick, then gather up some materials, and then we're gonna come back and build this thing. Oh, did I mention I also have shulker boxes now? These things are amazing. I have quite a few of them, and it really helps me take a lot of materials that I need for big builds. Anyway. Off to construction. Gathering honey for my tree farm, yeah. Okay, so it's a thunderstorm right now, and I want to get some mob heads. So let's supercharge a creeper. Oh! That never happened. All right, so minus the little accident I had, I got a couple of mob heads. Got a creeper head, which is what I really wanted. So let's get back to building the tree farm now that all that's done and over with. Okay, so I've managed to get the entire area where I'm going to put the tree farm cleared out. And I guess now I just need to start building it. But just look at how big this hole is. Jesus. I know people have made a lot bigger holes for mob farms and stuff, but this is for a tree farm. Come on. Okay, I've got a majority of the redstone in place for this, and I gotta say it's actually looking pretty good. There's my engine down here that's gonna push the trees, and then I've got all these little posts set up. Still need to build the blast chamber, which I've got a fair amount of redstone that goes into that, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along. It's not taking me as long as I thought it would. I mean, it's still taking me a substantially long time, but for survival, it's not taking me as long to build this as I thought it would. Alright, so I've got the stoppers in place down at the end there, and hopefully I've got them in the right spot, because I'm going to turn this on and give it a quick test real quick, and see what happens. It's moving. Everything's looking good. Please stop. Please stop. And yes, it stopped in place. That looks very nice. Now I just need to build up the mechanism to send it back. I really love the way iron blocks look just for the base of this. And it's turning out really good. This is probably going to be my new favorite of all my farms. I'm not setting it up to yield a whole lot of wood. It's more so something that's just satisfying to look at while it's working. But yeah, I've finished the base plate here. I've finished all the pushing mechanism. Now I just need to build up the blast chamber and put a couple more redstone circuits in so that the entire farm can be operated with one button. This is something you really don't want to see when you're working on complex redstone builds. I gotta go deal with that. Ah, die. Die, creeper. Okay, so I have revised my blast chamber yet again. I mean, it looks good, but it's more functional now. It actually destroys all the logs instead of just leaving some hanging on the top. This is looking pretty nice. I like it. Oh. I can't fly. So, oh, that's a creeper. Okay, I'll take that. For right now, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't like leaving it out in the open so mobs can swim in it, but I'm lazy. So without further ado, I'm going to hit the button here. Hopefully everything works as intended. We'll wait for that to come down and make sure that the TNT drops. Probably won't harvest anything on this time through, but it'll give me an idea as to whether it works or not. Oh, there goes the TNT. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tree farm. That was beautiful. Yep, everything is as it should be. Just ran this again and put a fresh batch of saplings in the farm, so yeah, we're all done here. I'll probably revisit this farm later on to make a nice build that goes over top of it. I'm thinking something maybe like a factory or maybe a lumber yard, since it is a tree farm. I don't know, I'll figure it out when I get there. Anyway, alright guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to slap the shit out of the like button. Comment down below, tell me how to live my life, and subscribe to the channel for more mediocre content. Y'all have a great day now.